Hello there. Hello there. I'll swap this around just so you can see. Okay, I am definitely hopeful. Come on, swap around. Good. All right. I am definitely hopeful that the stream quality is good. Things have changed a little bit. I've gotten things mostly clean. Don't be alarmed. Be alert, but not alarmed. So this bench has had a minor workover. What I've got now, if you have a look over here, I'll be getting this done eventually, but I've managed to basically pull apart a couple of printers, and you can get the scanner lids from them, and then you can just use them as a viewing station. So now when I'm playing with my opals, I've got a perfect and screened view of the opals. It's amazing. I found that there's so much. Yes, no rain today. That's correct. There should be one or two people that will show up. You never know. I don't mind too much. What I'll do is I'll show you the some of the stuff that our good friend Phil gave us. So here's, and he sent me an email after everything. So the kite-shaped one, that's a Lightning Ridge opal. So that'll be a lot of fun to deal with. I might take the top off it. Hello there, speak of the devil. A very, very nice devil. Yeah. When I was looking at this later on, I'm going, is that really pinfire? But, you know, oh well. You indulged me when you emailed me, Phil. I reckon that one's got a lot of potential in it. It's really nice. And this one, I reckon that one, I might actually just cut that little end off. And then I noticed that this has got a little bit of a sideways kink to it. So what I might try doing is cutting that end off and then just making a gem out of that. And then we'll find out if there's anything else in this. Because sometimes, like, there's sunflash or something weird like that. But the main event is this one here. I'd say that's fairly main eventy. I love the look of that. Now, I'm just checking to see. I have done a whoopsie. I'll do this. That's a bit better. So this will work better at night. But now I've got a situation where I can literally click a button, and now I have the laser to actually view the opals with. So that's a new innovation I've got. So I'm not sure what you did when you saw this opal the first time around, Phil, but and it's very hard to do this in the daytime. You need to exclude a lot more light than this. But it seems to me that this is a relatively clear stone. Just so that you know. And you can see that it's actually starting to sparkle when I'll turn that off just to make sure. Is it sparkling in that light anyway? No, it's not. So when you turn that on, it sparkles. So it's actually connected to opal from the very back, which is pretty cool. See how it sparkles like that? So that's cool. So where does it connect to? So I'll shine it on the opal. See where it's just not, it's not dark enough to find out. All right, taking that off. So I'm having a look at this guy here. So this is a is this an Anamuka crystal, Phil? Because just looking at that, hang on, I'm just going to look at it really close. Okay, is it? Let's see what we can do. This is a laser, by the way, so the light source is literally on the opposite side of the opal. See how clear it is. And that's considering the fact there's junk on the back of it. Come on. Show it to the nice people. Show it to the nice people. See that? Don't believe the purples, of course. But it's really clear all the way through. I note there's a crack here. It's pretty easy. I'll show you how you can detect cracks with lasers pretty easily. Just so can you see there? You can see the crack there pretty easily. Anywho, that's laser analysis for you. I swear by laser analysis. I reckon it's much better. All right, so yeah, basically what I think will have to happen is that chunk there is going to have to come off. But I'm looking at it. I'm deeply suspicious that's a fossil, mate. I don't know if it's a pseudo fossil. That happens. Is that a crack too? Yep. Okay, so there's a V-shaped crack sitting in it. Come on, zoom in so they can see it. Hello. Hello. Yeah, just there's a V-shaped. Anywho, so I'll have a look at the stone. Let's see if we can figure out where the cuts need to go. Well, I suppose I can understand where that V-shaped crack has come from. Okay, so there's a bit of red showing through there, but that could just be because of all the shatteredness of the opal material there. But I think I can at least get a stone out of that, about there. I can at least get that done, and hopefully, if that's got any sideways to it at all, I can get something fun out of it. Yeah, I think I could. What I'll do is I'll carve that back, and once we see what we're dealing with, we'll make a decision there. All right, let's have a look at this. This is the other one, which I think is just an absolute gobsmacker. What I like about it is the fact that I can see why someone would be would want to sell it or palm it off, because like there's a beautiful opal in there, but it's sitting so close to that potch, and oh, I know. Yeah. Yeah. I know, I understand that. Basically, when your stones don't make sense anymore, I think is the easiest way, Jeff. Because sometimes you just sit there and you go, I've completely lost my mojo. If you've lost your mojo, that's the time to stop, I reckon. Also, you know, if your friends and relatives haven't seen you for decades, that's another good sign. Anywho, let me see. Yeah, what I want to do, and seeing we've got the what do we call him, the custodian of the stone here, I'm going to try. I'll get my thing out. All right, I'm going to try and having a look at this stone here. I like this piece of color here. What I want to do is I want to try and cut that piece of potch away, which will leave this piece of crystal underneath it. So I'll have two stones. That sounds rather greedy, I know, but I reckon can possibly do it. If I manage that, then we'll see about cutting through that piece of potch. Or maybe I will cut my losses if I manage to perform that little miracle. So, so yeah, I think that's what we're going to start straight away. I'm also going to get this out of the way because, or am I? Yeah, I am. Because this thing needs to be somewhat altered to make sure that the dust doesn't get anywhere, and also I need to make sure that the water flow is happening. Now I've got a new bottle sitting up there on my Coke bottle. So in case you're interested, I have this. A friend of mine sold it to me for $50. It's a 1950s vintage, well, whatever you call it. It's not a Dremel, it's like attached to a thing. Whatever you call it, I've got one of those. And so I use that from time to time on various projects. And this project is going to be activating the water. There we go. Now that flow is not going to stop. Come on, you can do it. You need to go far out. Isn't it always the way? Why not move your forwards? Move your forwards over the top of it. Over the top we go. Come on. It'll move back the moment I get it forward. There we go. That's a lesson in physics. So here we go. And this, you're not necessarily seeing it, but I've got to make sure that the window's clear for this. One final thing, got to turn on the dust extractor water. Actually, the water here. Be good. Be good, be good. Be good, be good, be good. Be good, be good, be good. Be good, be good, be good. The only problem I've got is there's a little bit of extra splatter happening, so I'm just going to poke that in there. Stop the splatter. There we go. Better. Alright. First things first, carve it from this side because it's easier that way. Get that little stripe off it. That was unexpected. Rotary tool, yes. Your sense leaves you when you're I prefer Thingo. Right, let's have a quick look without that sandy cap. Do you reckon that white stuff is actually matrix fill? Yeah, and I call a potentiometer a chook feeder. but no one else knows what a potentiometer is. So I'll leave it like that for the time being. You know, that looks kind of like bone. Do you know if there's any fossils in Anamuka, Bill? Here goes nothing. I reckon that well could be a chunk of bone. Could be just that it's white in colour, but oh well. Easy does it. Not too bad. In case you're interested, I'm cutting. Yeah, true. In case you're interested, I've discovered that cutting this way, you cut it on the downward angle to avoid chipping. I don't know if other people figured that one out. Cuts on the upstroke on the shadowy side. Well done, Phil. Okay, so let's go slow. Right. Yeah. Also, Jeff, the way it forms also makes sense. It just goes into void. Whoops, look at that. I'll pay attention now. Not too bad, it sliced itself, so a small fragment came off. But I got these two, so let's have a look at this. I'll have a look at it in the real light in a second. I've got this one. Yeah, let's have a look at them. How do they face? Looks as though they face from the side. So let's have a quick look. Got an opportunity here though. Just making a decision on whether they cut this or not. I think it's a no. So yeah, so what I'm doing is I've tried to angle it, so not that good from the top, but it's pretty okay from the side, and so I'm just trying to see how severe I can get that angle to see if I can actually get it to put some colour on top. Okay, this is going to be interesting because what I've got to do essentially is to force this slope over this way when it's sloping the opposite direction. So that'll be an interesting bit of a challenge. Hopefully I can reverse the sweep. That's a batting turn. Hopefully I can reverse the sweep this way. Yeah. I'll cut it here because this is... Yeah, the fresh and saltwater fossils, it's because the animals essentially are biologically the same, and you'll find that it's an estuary. Cubipede, I suspect, comes from two environments. Just so you know, it gets thin here, and then it gets thin in the middle here, and it gets thick again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this. So I'll slice it right across here because it's pretty thin on this side anyway. I'll probably end up carving it back that way anyway. So slice across there. I'll get 2 opals that are smaller, yes, but I'll have 2 opals rather than just have one that's smaller. Right. I think I shall just carefully bring that in like that. Don't want to do that, but it's the only way. Right. I think it'll be some variation on a cab, and probably. Let me think. What I'll try doing is this material on the back. I'm going to have to even it up anyway, so I'll try slicing it off, but I'll err in favour of the crystal on top. So let's see if I can even do this. It probably won't work. Come on, Phil, you can do this. Thank God just answered that one. Okay. Here we go. I'm happy with that. A little piece fell into the water down here. I could probably make a doublet from that. Okay, that one, what I'll do, I'll probably be more successful if I put it on a dot. I'll try and mess with the colours because that's not what it looks like. Try that one. Yeah. Can't get it in there. Here's my inlay jar. I just can't let them go. So anyway, I'll dot this one up. Let's see. Does that look any better? Just mess with the camera settings. Try that one. No, the other one was better. Pop. Okay. There we go. There you go. That's nice. I could possibly even elongate it a bit to make it into a proper cab. So that's a success. There's still a small piece of this other stuff. Where is it gone? Not that one. Oh, in my hand. So I've still got... Hello, Zoink. So I've still got a small piece of this here. I'll cut that in my own time. I've still got this one here, and this in my opinion might well be the main event, because that is where that comes from. So we'll see what happens. Be a bit cautious. I think it's facing from the side, so let's just find out what's going on with this thing. We have an interesting problem. Look at that. There's another bar. We'll worry about that in a minute. An opal cutter walks into a bar. Checks out the local colour. Made a new joke. There you go. In case you're interested, my mum just rang. Did I lose a few man points? This is interesting, Phil, because that is sand. That's sand matrix, which is almost opal. So I think, how much sand is in Minterby usually? Because I think that the reason why you get so much matrix around is that it's almost fully converted into opal from the sand. Look at that. Oh. Oh, we're heading places with this one. Okay, now that's a thin bar, so this will be fun. I'll just knock this corner off. Let's see, hang on for a second. Right. I see what it's doing. Okay, so there's some precious opal that's in this top corner here. There's an F ton of precious opal sitting here. I think I'll have a look and see. I can knock this corner off. Yeah. I hear ya. But I may as well. No, I want to. Okay. What I want to do is I want to cut that. I want to cut that bit off. But it's risking the stone. I shouldn't. So yeah, I'll just make it into a, yeah. I'm not going to risk the stone. It's a pleasure, Zoink. It's with great sadness that I've given up on that colour bar on the back, but it's just not worth it. I'm just shaping it a little bit. And I'll take this little corner off it, and then that's as far as I'm going with it. I'll drop it up after that. I hate doing this. I hate it. Let's just have a look at what it would look like. So far, I'm not upset. But I think I will be.
You will be. You will be.
Okay, it's a bit directional, but still, I like it. Gotta be careful, I chipped a bit out there. Nice and gentle, Phil, nice and gentle. Don't have to polish those edges, they chip too frequently. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll bring that in. I think that is just white, but I've at least got that. So I'll leave it at that. Okay, let's have a look here. Shall we do the big mama? Let's have a look at him. Thank you. Alright, let's have a look inside the hole here. See that? So I think there's nothing else for it. This is going to be 2 pieces very, very soon. Yeah, oddly enough, around my area, they are trying desperately to say there are no koalas. But there are. It makes the paperwork a lot harder, apparently. Okay, so just looking. At this point, a cleverer person would be drawing lines, wouldn't they, Phil? What I'm going to do is I'm going to slice down to the colour bar at the very least. So into colour bar. There is some red behind there. So I might be able to just bring it round, but I don't know what this is doing. Were you up in Port Stephens originally, Jeff? I should know that, shouldn't I? Yeah. Okay, so that was... I wouldn't be surprised if this is a belemnite that's been eaten to pieces. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll actually get rid of the cracks first. I'm not going to hit it with a carving bit, but I will carve it. And then if I can get a cab out of it, I'll get the cab out. But if not, I will carve. My carving style is literally on here. So don't be alarmed. All right, so let's go. Yeah, the crack runs all the way, I think. Well, it does now. So I'll show you what I'm doing. So that shadow there is a crack. What I'll do is I'll actually soak the wheel. With whatever what I think is, no matter what I'm going to be doing, it's going to be very, very, very delicate work. Just got to get the soap off my hands, or else I'm in trouble. Alright, let's try it. So let's just make sure I know what I'm doing. Where do I put that light? It's a laser, 20 bucks from eBay, Zoik. 420 nanometers. Right. I'm going to do something I don't often do, which is draw. No joy there. Can't see anything there. Okay. You know what? I am definitely thinking this is a belemnite. I've seen this before. That line down there. What I'll do is I'll go for that. I'll go for the horizontal crack, I reckon. Where was it? That one. So that's just a crack, so I'll bring it right into there. There's nothing I can do about it, so I may as well just cut it off at that point. Run out of water. Fresh water coming. Alright, I'll have to take it out of there, I think. I'll just spill water everywhere if I don't. Sorry about this little interlude. If you want to know what the whole apparatus looks like, let's pop it over here. That's what it looks like. There you go. There we go. And that's actually a thinner material, so I don't need to poke a hole in that one. Here we go. I haven't tried it very often, so I don't know. Relatively new feature. Make sure I know what I'm up to. So I was cutting that piece off right. No joy there. So. that whole thing lights up, so that's definitely a thing. What about you? That lights up, that lights up. Okay. So, they don't cost any money. They're like $10 for 10, and that's Australian dollars, not American dollars either. So like they're ridiculously cheap. And this might last me a week, might last me a month, sometimes only a day, because they're fairly inconsistent in their production. Okay, let me think. This zone here, there's a triangular zone here, which I think is perfectly safe. The rest of it might need to be discarded. What I first do is I'll carve into this red stuff, seeing I'm going to discard it anyway, just see what it looks like. And that's interesting. I'm definitely thinking belemnite. Have you ever seen a belemnite in America? Suppose I'll Google it later. Well, it seems like imagine a flint knapper, making one of those stone tools. You can see that a chunk of opal has flaked off this section here. So that means that there's an inherent weakness just basically where my thumbnail is. If I'm right, I'll just put a little bit of a nick in there and the whole thing will come away. Yep, came away. So, there we go. Okay. What I might do is I might keep the back like this, because I think it is actually a belemnite. I may have to carve this piece off, but I'll keep the colour here, and I don't know what to do with this bit yet. I might actually just make a cab out of it or something. Enjoy your coffee with the good lady. Don't meet the evil lady. There's enough clay in here to act as lubricant at the moment, so that's good. I think, let's find out how far that goes. Let's do it. Yeah, that's a dilemma. That doesn't go far. That does. Right. So that chunk of clay goes far. The little lens of clay doesn't. So do I just meh? So letting it out flush. Oh no. Did you see what happened there? That chunk went into the vacuum cleaner hose. That was never designed to gather pieces of opal. I'll have to clean that out later. Remind me not to turn on the vacuum cleaner. Right. Up. Oh, look at that. Just underneath here is some exquisite crystal. Amazing. So what I'll do is I will just change of plan. I'm actually going to carve through the fossil bit because there's some brilliant opal there. Sorry, fossil. Yes, indeed it is. The backstory for this is it's a donation from our good friend Phil from Opal Mills. One day I was just carving opals on a live stream and he said, "Would you like something?" I'm like, hell yeah. Almost got a Romulan warbird, if you know what that is. Yes. At the time when I saw it, Warbird from Star Trek, dude. There goes 53 listeners. I have a lot of references that I use. Okay, so just trying to figure out whether that is actually salvageable or not. As in, this crystal might detach. I'll just get the bare bones out of it first, and then we'll worry about how to make an attractive shape. Don't worry, I'm not making Star Trek memorabilia if you're wondering. I just have a catalogue of things in my head that things look like. Now it looks like an American eagle or a vulture. Enjoy! Hey, that guy must have been from the States. It's Australia Day. That's a largish lag, I would say. Yeah, you have a lovely day, mate. I think, Phil, that my luck is holding with this one stone. I think that's where the string will land. I've got relatives and stuff to do after this. But I will definitely get all the material off this before things finish. What I might do is I might actually, should I carve? I am going to have to carve it in too, mate. Just has to be done. Where's it gone? It's in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So I've got this piece. That will yield something. And I've got this piece. That will also yield something. Just got to be careful on how I do it. There's just there's a few dark patches just sitting in there. Deciding what to do. I could just cart out across. Yeah, I will. That's a bit shame. Nice. Going so well too. Might keep that groove in there just to say, so I haven't given up on it yet. Alright, so that's all the gunk out of it. So there you go. I might actually smooth the edges off that and see if it looks good as a carver. That might. There are sometimes I might have to get rid of some sharp pointy bits. Just thinking how can I make that look good? There's certainly something organic about it that I like, so I'm pretty certain I can turn that into a nice little pattern. I don't have to cut it today, do I? I can cut it another time. So this will be the last thing that I do today. I hope this is your definition of taking the time, Phil. This may well be the cover because I can see a nice geometric pattern arising from this. Good old Fibonacci and his number. Yeah, Fibonacci sequence is basically the mathematical sequence that makes a snail shell, or a lot of fractals. That's true. Do you know about the golden ratio? Yeah. That's right. There's a lot of things. In case you're interested, Nilsy, I used to teach maths at university. I used to teach all the people who thought they couldn't do maths to do maths. The reason for that is that there's a lot of natural mathematicians out there. And you, unfortunately, have identified yourself as one as well. Before you say it, maths is not about numbers. So I don't care if you can't add 1 plus 1 together. Maths is about beauty. There are so many artists that are actually mathematicians and they don't even know it. Alright, I'll just get rid of this red and then that'll finish the sequence. I'll show you what we've got done. I think that talk on maths chased people away. Dude, you don't intimidate me. I flunked the HSC and then eventually I went back to university and now I've got a PhD. I know the type. You could easily get to university and do all the things that smart people do. I'm not suggesting you do it. I'm just saying you could. You might not believe me, but it's true. Yeah, this is going to be a bit groovy, so let's see if I can keep them. Yeah, now this has a very interesting kind of shape to it. But there's still a little bit of stuff in there. But it's almost a knucklebony kind of shape now. I'll curve a few of them back and we'll see what it ends up looking like. I may have to end up, cutting it into something more traditional. But I think that's a good starting point, along with, where is it? This one. There's definitely something in those. So if worst comes to worst, I can make them into ordinary cabs. I can see how you can carve the required pieces off. But I'll see if I can make something attractive. The thing about carving, I'm sure you know, is that it's all well and good getting all of the opal exposed, but then making it look pretty. There are some shapes that are pretty and there are some shapes that aren't. So I'll see what happens. Yeah, but I'm okay with that. 2 pieces of crystal. Turn this down. Oh boy. My neck. My back. I'm not saying anymore. So we've got this guy here. This is probably the pièce de résistance. But I'll just, I'll dot the guy up. And I've got these 2 here that have come out of today. And there's a lot of fragments which I can turn into other things as well. So a special thanks to Phil from the Opal Mills. Now, it was quite a surprise to have someone actually send me stuff. And I've had a lot of fun with it, and there's still more to go. Look at this. Hang on, I'm grabbing it now. This stuff here. What I might also do, Phil, is if I'm not mistaken, all this is from Andamuka. What I might do is I might carefully dry it out over a period of days and then weigh it and then wet it and then see what the difference is in weight is, which will give me the approximate amount of matrix that's sitting in there. It's just me and my nerd things to do. It doesn't look like there's a lot of matrix in them, but you never know. So, and I think that's a decent way of actually figuring out how much we'll treat as well. But like, you know, I haven't done very much opal treating. I tried treating some Lightning Ridge stuff, and believe it or not, it actually worked. Anywho, I think I'm done today. I've got to actually go and do an Australia Day celebration now, get ready for that. But thank you very much, everybody who participated. This live stream will eventually come up online, but it takes a while for it all to process around here. I think it's just Australia. But it's been absolutely awesome having you along for the ride, and it's been really fun carving those opals. Those have been some really fun opals to carve. So what I'll do is I'll say goodbye, and I'll also give the birds a chance to say goodbye as well. Say goodbye, Pony. There you are. Okay, I'll do that, Phil. It seems that like we've got like a 20-second lag here. Say bye-bye. Speak. No? All right. She knows I don't got food. What about you, Max? Say goodbye to everybody. No. All right. So that's everybody, obviously performing for the cameras. So it's Dr. Phil out.